We are not stopping this time for anything. And I literally, hey, guys, literally anything, okay? I don't care if the set falls apart, just keep going. Grady and I will fill in the blanks, just pretend like we're not even here.
Wait, I'm still getting costumes.
I don't care, because Barb is ready. So, places for the top of the show.
Places for the top of the show!
Thank you, Places.
Okay, Barb, take us away.
All right, thank you, Places. A little housekeeping here. So people can maybe take their coats off eventually. Well, good evening, good afternoon. As you probably know, this is one of those bittersweet moments, the last show of this run. So right now we're savoring it a little bit and hoping that all of you are going to enjoy it. And I guess for those of you, how many people have ever been here before? Almost everybody? Yeah, pretty good. All right, then maybe I can go through this pretty quickly. Maybe. No promises. At any rate, as you know, I usually have to give you a little background first. And that's simply that we started back in 1992. And the purpose that we were serving at that time was to provide a venue for local production companies, most of whom had none. And we also started doing a lot of original work that was by local playwrights then and regional playwrights now. It seems to have worked because we're still doing it. Others are doing it as well, so that's always good, right? Imitation? But in order to remain affordable, we do encourage our patrons to help us in some other ways, such as membership, periodic fundraisers, and special campaigns. I have more information on that in the lobby if you want to look at it. Obviously, we are still working on the building, but the scaffolding is gone. Did anybody get to enjoy that? That was a lot of fun. But they hopefully will have this finished pretty quickly. And our goal this year, in addition to that, is air conditioning. Woohoo! Yay! See, they've been here in the summer. We tell about brick buildings in the summer. At any rate, our premier season sponsors are Mac Edge and Heinemann Publishing. Our other sponsors are Atlantic Grill, Edge Magazine, PortsmouthNH.com, and BPM TV, as well as Allegra Printing. And if you would like to get notices of upcoming shows and special events, just give us your email address. There's a list for that in the lobby. You can give us snail mail too. And before we start, please make sure your phones are turned off so we don't have any extra sound effects. And make note of the exits, which are over here, brightly lit, and also a couple of them back out in the lobby as well. But it is cold out there, so don't go out there until you have to. Right now, let's get on with the show. Thank you.
Pretense. That's the thing. It's the pretense of power that corrupts a man. Well, typically a man. It takes them from what they used to be and turns them into tyrants or walking catastrophes. We encounter them, the Scrooge, the Macbeth, the Robespierre, the natural disaster on two legs. And it dredges up from our collective unconscious that old bromide that absolute power corrupts absolutely. But we fail to recall that precursory cocktail of greed and influence that lighted in them the pretense of power. Power to corrupt not only themselves, but everything they come in contact with. A living hurricane. A living hurricane.
Yeah, that's just cute. Yeah, I don't care.
Wouldn't you agree, Blake? Blake? Blake!
Absolutely! Sorry, I was so caught up in the peals of thunder and the flash of the lightning. I only overheard your call once your voice so beautifully mimics those aforementioned elements, an ironic parallel to our current situation. Don't you think?
A living hurricane!
A living hurricane. Right. Absolutely! As was ominously foreshadowed by the storm brewing over our very heads.
I don't think that you quite understand.
Does any man truly understand?
Oh! What the hell was that?
Alright. Listen. I know it's late, and we've all been working very
Do
hard.
not touch
Okay, we're not
me.
touching. No, we are not touching. But guys, this is great. It's gonna be great, okay? You guys have been working really hard, I can tell out there. So we're gonna take Act 1 again. Yes, I know that we are entering hour 14, but you guys have been working so hard and are so close to a breakthrough. I can feel it, okay? So just take 5, talk over those lines you missed, and those miscues, and you know what, guys? Just take 15. It's gonna be great. Great.
Joe, you just said great like 5 times. You do know other adjectives exist.
Yeah, my lines aren't the problem here, Grady. How are we gonna get them ready for tomorrow night?
You're overreacting. We're surprisingly close to being ready.
Oh, are we? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like we've been over these scenes all night, and Josh still can't wrap his head around the damn show. The crew can't get their cues right because he keeps going off book. My blocking's basically gone out the window because we keep stopping and starting. Nicole's gonna kill someone, and it's gonna be me. And Christine just took off for her 19th smoke break. And your boy has been spiking his coffee with gin all night so he doesn't actually lose his mind.
You think you're going to lose your mind? Do you have any idea what today's look like from a production standpoint?
Nope, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me. Did you really look up from, what is that, Candy Crush just to lecture me?
That, and I wanted you to top me off.
Okay, so this is your last one. Whoops, get Bevel. Because I need you thinking clearly to get my ass through this, alright?
Double standard much, Joe?
Alright, you know what? This is how I think clearly. Alright, thank you. Especially because these are your rewrites, Holly. I was having a hard enough time directing this nightmare before you gutted it.
Well, if you want to go back to the way things were when we bought it,
Ooh, God, no.
maybe you should be grateful I was able to fix the thing.
We wouldn't have to fix the thing if we didn't get the newest, most experimental, and cheapest play from a big-name author we could find.
At least now we know why it's so cheap.
Yeah! How does he expect me to put a giraffe on stage?
No idea. I asked him about it once, and he said, I write the impossible. You make it happen.
How about Blake's abstract but tangible transformation into the Titan Prometheus? How does he expect us to make that look realistic?
He suggested we do something with lighting if we're that uninspired.
The arrogant theater theory know-it-all
Oh,
prick.
you
I just
really
want
want to
to
do this now?
No. I am just hung up on Josh stumbling through.
You know what, we're gonna meet with him in the morning to work out the kinks. For now, let's just run what we can.
Okay.
When we reconvene in 10 minutes! Thank you, 10!
Even during break?
Yeah, especially during break.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
No, Josh, your line is wither the invisible birds. You keep saying weather, and yes, it does matter.
It's alright. You'll get it next time. Just please take it from the top of 86.
He's not getting it. This is his 5th next time, and Christine has to leave to get to her overnight shift.
She didn't get it off?
She didn't think we would go this late.
Who needs a real job anyways? What happened to all the starving artists?
They starved.
Oh. Alright then. Well, hey, Christine, you're good to go, alright? You have a good night or work or whatever it is that you do. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, let's take scene 5 and 6, 8, 9, ooh, 11, that's a good one. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, let's take scene 5 and 6, 8, 9, Ooh, 11, that's a good one. Awesome. I guess we can call it there. Actors only need, what, like 4 hours of sleep, right?
I think I read that in Science Digest.
You know, I don't think we have ever called it this early.
You mean this late, right?
I'm pretty sure that 3 a.m. means that it is early. Okay? Hey guys. Ooh, there's legs there. You're good to go. You guys are gonna kill it tomorrow. Today. Later today. Tonight. Opening night. Good night. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna clean up here and head home. You two take that to me off.
Hey, Holly.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking. You know how I do that sometimes?
Yeah.
That thinking thing? That's when you have words and pictures in your head. It's called thinking. I call it doing a thinky-do, alright? And then when it's in the past tense, it has become a thinky-done. So I did myself a thinky-do done, and I did dibbity-doo up, come up with something that I think is pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
We could just rewrite all of these lines, you know, and make them easier to remember. Just cut through all that purple prose.
Yeah, I think Wiberg made his career off purple prose. Or, you know, we could just bring back Dave.
Nope. This is clearly the best option here. You take these things, I'll take these. Wasn't it your dream to get your writing on the stage? This is your chance.
Yeah, my writing.
Listen, potato, tomato, or something. Let's just rewrite. Let's just do it. I don't know if people do that. We don't need lines here.
I'm just saying, we cannot have another year like last season.
Nope. Because we are going to make this work.
It's 4 a.m, Joe. I can hardly see straight to make corrections. And you're drunkenly taking an axe to whole sections of script.
Then go. Okay? I'm not forcing you to stay here.
You know what? Fine.
What?
I'm going.
No, Holly, you can't go. I can't do this without you.
You know what? We wouldn't have to do any of this if you just brought back Dave.
No. I am never working with that author-worshipping douche-noozle again.
So you'd rather fire him 27 hours before we open and replace him with some actor who can't even learn his lines.
Listen. Are you listening? Okay. I didn't say it was a good plan. I said it was the plan.
Well, your plan is set to put us under if we don't come up with something before the sun comes up.
Okay, Holly. Look, you're the whiz with the red pen, right? Oh, look, there it is. Just fix C9, and then you can go. It's great. I fixed it.
Joe, I hate doing this, but as acting producer and interim artistic director, I am putting my foot down. I am not revising another section of script until you bring back Dave.
Nicole was referring to Dave as our second director, okay? I knew from the moment that he demanded a full-page bio on all 3 of his characters. Nicole was referring to Dave as our second director, okay? I knew from the moment that he demanded a full-page bio on all 3 of his characters that I might need to replace him, okay? That's why I hired a dog.
I am so glad we have
it's so bad.
steady hand at the wheel.
Shut up. You gonna help me fix the show or not?
I am not enabling this power trip of yours any longer. Either bring back Dave, or I am leaving you to fix this mess on your own. So, how do you want to do it?
I will see you at the production meeting in the morning later.
See you later, drunk.
I'm not drunk, I'm drunk. Wait, she tricked me. That I might need to replace him, okay? That's why I hired a dog.
I am so glad we have your
so bad.
steady hand at the wheel.
Shut up. You gonna help me fix the show or not?
I am not enabling this power trip of yours any longer. Either bring back Dave, or I am leaving you to fix this mess on your own. So, how do you want to do it?
I will see you at the production meeting in the morning later.
See you later, drunk.
I'm not drunk, I'm drunk. Wait, she tricked me. Jedi mind tricks. That's what's happening. This is okay, because you know what? I can do this. I don't need her. Piece of cake.
Hello? Joe? I saw your car in the parking lot. Did you get here early? Joe? Of course.
Hello?
You know we're not allowed to sleep in the theater, right?
Yep. Wouldn't dream of it.
The office still counts as a theater, Joe.
Well, I did not sleep in either, so no need to worry.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that you're not currently sitting in Holly's office chair surrounded by scripts and empty juice bottles with a red fountain pen sitting in a half-drunk glass of gin for long enough that the ink has seeped out, making the entire thing look like a Bloody Mary?
That is an oddly specific query. But no.
No.
Yeah?
I can hear you on the other side of the door.
That's nonsense. Because if that were true, then I would be able to hear you on the other side of the door.
Joe!
Oh, then.
Let me in. We have a meeting in 5 minutes.
Thank you, Five. Oh, wow. That's just like reflex at this point. Hi, friend.
Hey, you know, maybe rehearsals would go better if you didn't treat them like last call.
Listen, there have been plenty of other tortured geniuses who have used alcohol to cope in the past.
And you're one of them.
Hey, how did last night go?
Great.
The place isn't on fire, so you must have come up with something.
Yep. I figured out the problem.
Which is?
Words.
What?
Too many words.
I'm sorry.
Too many $5 highfalutin words. You know, it's like what Mark Twain said. Make change, homie. Like, look at this. Why refer to your couple as consubstantial when you could say they're just basically the same person? First grade, SpongeBob.
Joe.
Oh, hi.
Sven Wiberg just bought his career using $5 words. You're suggesting we make change.
We are already making changes, so...
That is not the same thing.
Okay, so did you do anything worthwhile after I left?
No.
Okay. So So it's left all up to Grady's uncanny ability to teach an actor his lines in an afternoon. You think you can do it?
We've had worse. I mean, it's not Shakespeare, so don't tell Wiberg that. With Josh's apparent knack for creativity, we'll probably have him off book by, I don't know, 3 to 4. He'll probably need a couple cues, but with the mic, that shouldn't be an issue.
Ugh, Nito Dorito. I am going to grab a nap before he arrives.
He's gonna be here in 2 minutes.
Look, bro, sleep is sleep.
No, actually, it isn't you. Okay. Joe?
Danger. Oh. Hello?
Josh, hey, grab a seat.
We did say 9:30, right?
Yes. Yep, absolutely. It has just been a rough
Hap.
night.
So, let's talk about what's been going on here. It's my understanding we hired you a month ago. And I don't want to sound like I'm chewing you out, but what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm angry, but what the fuck is your problem?
Okay. I know that we haven't had the material for too long, but you should be farther along by now.
Cover the plot points, get the big moments. It's basically what people remember when they leave anyway,
A
right?
few rephrases here and there is worlds away from whatever it is that we saw the other night.
Yeah, let's talk about that actually. I know I'm not as experienced as some of the others are, but rule 1 has always been you support your scene partner. Nicole left me floundering last night. Why isn't she in here?
Because you got so far off script, there was no way to bring you back.
When we open tonight.
If we open.
No, when we open tonight. If she pulls the same thing again, I don't know if we'll ever get the laughs.
The laughs.
Yeah.
This is a drama.
So that means it can't be funny. Yes! Well, I gotta tell you, Beige Aquarius wasn't intended as a comedy. It certainly reads as one.
Remind me why we hired this person?
Because Daniel Day-Lewis refused to break
No,
character.
tell me why we hired this specific actor who apparently can't even grasp the concept of theatrical genre.
It was your idea to hire him when I brought him up. You said he was amazing in Equus on methamphetamines.
Oh, what night did you go on? Oh. Did you only see it once?
Why would that matter?
Because that show has no script, it has no formal dialogue. It's basically just a riff on that weird naked horseplay. It's pretty dumb.
I cried during the second act.
Must have come one of the good nights.
But I told Holly to see that show because I read Shadley's review of Lord Summerow Goes to Burning Man.
Who?
Shadley Coordinate, Arch Reviewer for the whole region.
Oh, Chad Cordner? He loves me and everything.
He said that everybody in Hartford knows to hire you.
I mean, maybe everybody who needs someone to make something up while the real actors do the hard work.
The real actors?
I have no formal theater
Wait, so Lord
experience.
Your resume was 3 pages long!
I ad-libbed that too! I mean, everything is true, but yeah, I just wrote down whatever I thought might be useful before sending it over.
Oh, God. On the second page it says you can down an entire bottle of Coca-Cola in 10 seconds.
Well, I can't.
Joe,
Yep.
did you even read his resume?
Yes. Okay, maybe not all 50 entries, but you were in 12 Angry Men.
Probably not the one you're thinking of.
There's another 12 Angry Men?
Yeah. Dave Sedaris co-wrote a play with Aaron Sorkin in the 90s about a dysfunctional family getting together for Thanksgiving. But after their falling out, Sorkin sold his half as a TV pilot, so most of the dialogue is made up to reflect current political bullshit. You'd be surprised how much still clicks when you swap out Bill Clinton for Kanye West.
Josh, what are you telling us?
Every show I've ever done has been an improv gig in some form or another.
Is this a bit, Josh? Please tell me this is a bit.
If this were a bit, you'd be laughing. Right?
Did you hear that, Joe? Mm-hmm. This isn't a bit. You hired an improviser to play the lead role in an obtuse art house drama that made Herman Melville's friends.
All right, listen.
Oh, did you only see it once?
Why would that matter?
Because that show has no script, it has no formal dialogue. It's basically just a riff on that weird naked horseplay. It's pretty dumb.
I cried during the second act.
Must have come one of the good nights.
But I told Holly to see that show because I read Shadley's review of Lord Summerow Goes to Burning Man.
Who?
Shadley Coordinate, Arch Reviewer for the whole region.
Oh, Chad Cordner? He loves me and everything.
He said that everybody in Hartford knows to hire you.
I mean, Maybe everybody who needs someone to make something up while the real actors do the hard work.
The real actors?
I have the formal theater
Wait, so Lord
experience.
Sven-
Your resume was 3 pages long!
I ad-libbed that too! I mean, everything is true, but yeah, I just wrote down whatever I thought might be useful before sending it over.
Yep.
Did you even read his resume?
Yes. Okay, maybe not all 50 entries, but you were in 12 Angry Men.
Probably not the one you're thinking of.
There's another 12 Angry Men?
Yeah. David Sedaris co-wrote a play with Aaron Sorkin in the 90s about a dysfunctional family getting together for Thanksgiving. But after their falling out, Sorkin sold his half as a TV pilot, so most of the dialogue is made up to reflect current political bullshit. You'd be surprised how much still clicks when you swap out Bill Clinton for Kanye West.
Josh, what are you telling us?
Every show I've ever done has been an improv gig in some form or another.
Is this a bit, Josh? Please tell me this is a bit.
This wrote making me laughing. Right?
Did you hear that, Joe? This isn't a bit. You hired an improviser to play the lead role in a whose art house drama that we heard about those credits.
Alright, listen, okay? His resume had said that he had done Hamlet. I thought that qualified him.
Crap, did I make a typo?
Oh, yes you did. It says Hamjet here.
No, that's right.
What the hell's a ham jet?
Oh, it's when you go.
No, okay. Joe, maybe next time consult with me before you hire a bullshit artist who's never heard of a second draft.
Hey! I'm not some asshole nobody from backwoods Connecticut. I've done UCB in East Village. I played at Groundlings.
Yeah. It says it here that you've done work in New York City and Los Angeles, but why did you put that after your ability to, and I quote,
Convincingly melt into a puddle of acid.
because that's awesome.
Oh my god. Don't touch me.
Fantastic. Not only did we hire an actor with no discipline, who can't learn his lines and who fudged his resume, but now he's melted.
Okay, so listen, we open in under 10 hours. Okay. So I know that this is apparently not your usual style, but can we just at least get you on track enough that you don't throw off the other two?
And scene!
Sure, but again, I don't think I'm that far off. I mean,
What is that?
my script.
Where did you get that?
Last month I came in to get the scripts. You were busy working though, so Joe sent me to the office to get it. I had to sort the whole pile of them to need a full version.
That is not our script.
Weren't you supposed to burn these?
What do you mean? It says right here, Age of Aquarius.
Yeah, by Thom Freitag.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an interesting member of our local theater community who wrote this nightmare. Sent it in at about the same time as the other play.
Yeah, this is our script, buddy.
The Age of Aquarius.
Yeah, we sent out an acceptance letter by mistake. Yeah.
So all those others were.
Yeah, the ravings of a local amateur with no formal training or concept of budget.
That explains a lot.
Okay, so does any of this look familiar?
No. Oh, this looks familiar.
That's one of the edits.
Alright, so Wiberg wrote this?
No, I did. You know, the original was decent, but not as good as we originally thought.
Oh, as we originally
Yes,
thought.
we're a team. You know, it needed some edits, so I went in and did a little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit. You changed the entire ending of the play.
Not now, Grady. You know, it needed some workshopping, so it's just that we read that right after that nightmare, so by comparison, it looked pretty good.
Yeah. But once we got it into rehearsals, guess what turned out to be a nightmare too?
Yeah, so we workshopped it a little bit. It's just that Wiberg stopped participating partway through, so we finished up without him.
Is that legal?
From a legal perspective, no, but that's okay because I have Wiberg coming tomorrow night, and I pulled a few strings to have Shadley come tonight. And I have a 12-hour turnaround on the reviews. I've never known an author who argues with success and money.
Okay, but all of this depends on you getting your roll down in the next 9.5 hours, so exactly how much of this looks familiar?
It looks like you got all the edits, yours and Doc Brown's alike, but my original base was Freitag's.
Okay, read this while we sort this out.
So, let me get this clear. The only lines you've learned from the original play were through pure osmosis during rehearsal?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, we have to bring back Dave.
No, we
Yes,
don't.
we do.
No, we don't. You know why? Because that'll only prove him right. He stopped my dress rehearsal dead just to argue about the way his character should smell, okay? He said he was too valuable and therefore could do whatever he wanted. He held my show hostage. So I fired him. So that we could finally work with an actor who understood my vision for this show.
Wait, so this play isn't set in space?
We can make this work! Decide to yourself. Grady has a great turnaround on line memorization. Oh, God.
You expect me to memorize this in one day?
Okay, all you have to do is act it. We're gonna get you familiar enough that all you need is 1 or 2 keywords. I'll feed you those through this all night. It'll just be an extension of your mic. Nobody except my crew will be able to tell the difference.
Sounds good. If you can do this, why study lines at all, right?
I'm not bringing Dave back.
Fine. It's been a pleasure sorting all this out. We're gonna work with him all afternoon, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'll call everybody else around 5:30 to work the problem areas, and then after tonight we'll worry about weekend rehearsals to catch up.
Okay, well hold off on Christine. She probably went to bed an hour ago.
Yep, alright. Alright, let's get to work.
Hey, can you actually do this?
Only if I have an assistant.
Oh, God.
I hope you got some rest last night because we have a long day ahead of us.
A little. I mean, we only had a few hours after rehearsal.
You'll be fine as long as you slept, like I told you to. Now this is really important. What is the most structured theatrical performance you've ever been a part of?
Well, last Valentine's, I was in Oedipusy, which was devised from the thesis papers of 30 psych and gender studies students from NYU, but I was only in 3 of the 98 scenes. Even I couldn't make that up.
Okay, we can work with that. I'm gonna go set up this stage. You just get cozy, get yourself some water, and meet me in there in 1 to 2 minutes.
Why, thank you, 1 to 2. I'll see you in there.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Is Holly here? Can you speak for the show tonight?
The box office person should be here in a bit if you just...
That's just it. I usually can't get past her, so I showed up a little bit early. Hi, I'm the author.
Yeah.
No need to get nervous. I'm just here to get tickets for the show tonight.
You wrote The Age of Aquarius?
To be honest, it kind of wrote itself. But yes! Wait, are you part of the show?
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's so good to finally meet someone in the cast!
Oh, wow! I wasn't expecting someone so friendly.
Oh. What? Were you expecting someone distinguished? And snooty? I'm always happy to meet people working on my story. Now, could you tell me where Holly's office is? I need to speak to her about those tickets. Oh, and the revisions.
You know about those.
Yeah. It's not exactly how I wanted this to play out, but I know at some point a show has to work.
Josh, you're 30 seconds behind. What kept you?
We have a slight problem. The author just walked in and went to Holly's office.
No. He's not supposed to come around till tomorrow.
Well, apparently he decided to make a special trip, and he knew about the edits.
Oh, no.
What?
I knew it was a bad idea to fire Dave. Never hire crazy, but more importantly, never fire crazy. Why did you let him in here?
What was I supposed to do? We can't keep the author from talking to his own crew.
Well, not openly, no, but... Okay, come on. We need to get in here and close up shop before he comes back. If he comes in here and sees that we are rehearsing, it's over.
We're just gonna let him talk to Holly on her own.
There's nothing we can do about that now, but it will be fine. Holly might be high strung, but there's a reason she runs this place. We'll talk about the ledge as long as he doesn't actually see the edits. I'm sorry we could inform you. Whatever you do not tell him we're rehearsing. Okay. Let's get to work.
the end of the ice and snow. Damn it, Grady, you said I could sleep.
I didn't mean on the stage. Isn't there a bed out back from when this place used to be a brothel?
I think the end of that sentence explains why I'm not sleeping back there.
They cleaned it up.
Yeah, I went back there with a black light once. Looked like Snuffleupagus sneezed everywhere.
Well, it doesn't matter now because we need you awake. The author just showed up.
Oh, no.
Yes, and he knows about the edit.
Well, that's excellent to hear. I mean, especially considering your level of experience.
Oh, I'm still learning. I don't think I'll ever stop, actually. So Holly's office?
Just down there.
Thanks, and I can't wait for tonight.
Josh, you're 30 seconds behind. What kept you?
We have a slight problem. The author just walked in and went to Holly's office.
No. He's not supposed to come around till tomorrow.
Well, apparently he decided to make a special trip, and he knew about the edits.
Oh, no.
What?
I knew it was a bad idea to fire Dave. Never hire crazy, but more importantly, never fire crazy. Why'd you let him in here?
What was I supposed to do? We can't keep the author from talking to his own crew.
Well, not openly, no, but... Okay, come on, we need to get in here and close up shop before he comes back. If he comes in here and sees that we are rehearsing, it's over.
We're just gonna let him talk to Holly and Rome?
There's nothing we can do about that now, but it will be fine. Holly might be high-strung, but there's a reason she runs this place. She'll talk him off the ledge as long as he doesn't actually see the edits. I'm sorry we couldn't warn you. Whatever you do not tell him we're rehearsing. Okay. Let's get to work.
The end of the ice and snow. Damn it, Grady, you said I could sleep.
I didn't mean on the stage. Isn't there a bed out back from when this place used to be a brothel?
I think the end of that sentence explains why I'm not sleeping back there.
They cleaned it up.
Yeah, I went back there with a black light once. Looked like Snuffleupagus sneezed everywhere.
Well, it doesn't matter now because we need you awake. The author just showed up.
Oh, no.
Yes, and he knows about the edit.
Well, how?
Well, you didn't tell him, and I didn't tell him, and obviously Holly didn't tell him, and none of our cast or crew would dare sabotage this production only hours before opening. Who in the world will be left with the motivation to bring down this show when everybody currently on board is satisfied with their long life? I mean, it's not like we, for example, fired our lead actor 15 hours ago over creative differences, leaving somebody with an axe to grind and the perfect chance to do so with a single phone call.
In my defense.
I don't know anybody who would do that to a director as patient and understanding as you are.
In my defense, I will fix it.
Yeah, you will.
Grady, how do I fix it?
Keep him out of my theater for the rest of the day. Flatter him. Give him a tour. I don't care. Just do it.
Hey.
Yes?
Have a wonderful rehearsal.
I do.
Yikes.
Your information after the beep, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can.
So I happened to notice that set change came to being forward approximately 700 years ago. So I decided to come up with a bit of a musical interlude that I think really ties into the themes of this particular piece. The chair was there and now it's over here. We put it over here. We picked it up and we put it down across the stage.
Oh, look, it's the other shoe.
I'm sorry?
Oh, you're wearing very nice shoes today.
Well, of course I am. I have a show premiere tonight, so I need to look my absolute best. I start from the bottom and work my way to the top. Just like writing a script.
Yeah, I hear that's one method.
Oh, you did get all my edits.
Yeah, about those.
Listen, I know you probably couldn't use all of them. The show comes first. I'm just glad to see they got through. I had no idea since it's been really hard to contact lately.
You're still here.
Oh, well, of course I am. I always arrive early for a premiere. Oh, who am I kidding? I've never had a premiere before. I guess I'm just trying to start a good habit with my very first one. Just like when I was writing. I made sure to only read my favorite books and watch my favorite movies for divine inspiration from the greats of romance and science fiction.
Sounds like a great method.
It is indeed. It pays great dividends, you know. I'm finally getting a show produced in a real theater. You know, whenever I got stuck, I would just put on Donnie Darko or the Matrix trilogy. That last one really helped me sail the big philosophical climax.
Wow. Explains a lot.
I know, right? The Wachowskis are underrated geniuses.
Sure.
So, can I get 2 tickets for the show?
Yeah, definitely. That will be 8208.
What?
I know. The raising tax rate, the cost of putting on a production.
No. Shouldn't I be getting my tickets comped?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. We cannot comp your tickets to tonight's show.
Production costs haven't risen that much, have they? Did South Shore's policy change on comping officers and staff? I feel like I should have gotten a letter about this.
It's not about production costs, and South Shore's policy hasn't changed.
Then why can't I get 2 tickets to see my own show?
Tom.
Yeah?
This is not your show.
I know.
You do?
Yeah, once the show goes up, it belongs to the actors. I've heard it before.
Yeah. No. You did not write this play.
You're absolutely right. This play wrote itself, but I was the one who channeled it.
Tom! How can I make this clear to you? We are not performing your play right now.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, you're performing it tonight. Can I please get 2 tickets to see?
You know what? I'll put you down on the reserve. Why don't you give this to Cindy for in case if she won't let you in? I mean, in case if she forgets you're the author for some reason.
Ah, thank you so much, sweetie pie. See, it wasn't so hard, was it?
You know what? But after last season, we are gonna have to say no to the +1, so I will need $45.59. Cash, please.
Oh.
Yeah, got that. Can do.
Quarters.
Oh, yeah. 59. Can you get that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, we have a busy day ahead of us.
Oh, of course I'll make myself scarce now.
Enjoy yourself.
But wait. Why would Cindy forget that I was the author?
See you tonight.
So, the soundtrack to Scene 4 and 5, it's cool, but it could be cooler, mostly by existing. So, here is my contribution. It's gonna take a lot to drag the couch off stage. I miss when it was downstage. I miss the couch being downstage.
Oh, wow. Look at all these posters everywhere.
Hamilton 2? This time it's personal?
I like this job. I like it. Hi, I'm Joe. I am the director of this production.
Oh my gosh! Hi! It's so good to finally meet you!
Okay, yeah.
Unexpected?
Yeah, no, the other guy said the same thing. Don't worry. I'm not like one of those big shots you think of when you hear main stage opening drama.
Wait a minute. What did you say your name was again?
Thom Freitag.
Oh! Alright, cool, awesome. Hey, welcome, man. You know, I've just only ever seen your name in print, so...
Don't worry. I know I'm not famous. Yeah,
okay.
I'm just happy to finally get a look around this place. Especially the theater.
No, you don't want to go in there!
Why not?
And spoil the surprise of the fully dressed set? Save that for tonight!
Honestly, I'd rather...
No, plus they're clean, they're really caustic chemicals, you know, hazmat suit, whole 9 yards. But, what do you think of this amazing poster, right?
Oh my god, I love it! Huh. Who's Sven Wiberg?
We have an interesting member of our theater community here who wrote this completely unstageable nightmare play that has the same title as your project, and you know, he sent it in around the same time as your play. It was a big confusing thing. We sent out the wrong poster file, wrong name on it and everything. We're getting them reprinted, just couldn't have them for opening night. Yeah.
Well, the cast knows, right?
Trust me. Everybody who works here knows all about you.
Oh, I guess that's okay.
Okay.
I'll just tell one as they come through tonight.
No! I'll do it!
You sure?
Yes. After curtain.
Why after curtain?
Dramatic tension.
Oh, right, dramatic tension. I know that one. Like with two characters that get into a fight, or when a weird conversation happens in Kingdom Hearts.
No. It's more like you're a writer, so you know it's all about getting the audience invested in your play's journey, right?
Oh.
And sometimes that journey is about the payoff of a good mystery. And I ask you, what mystery could be more compelling than one that isn't even in the script?
So the mystery is who wrote the play?
Oh, listen, buddy, I'm gonna level with you, okay?
Yeah, what's that?
People just don't expect this level of work from new talent, right?
Oh.
They would rather go see The Mousetrap again, or Hamilton 2, this time it's Personal for the 40th time.
Is that popular?
Oh, dude, it's huge. You have no idea. But, so here's what we're going to do, okay? We are going to blow their minds with your play, definitely your play, and then after curtain, we will reveal that it was written by someone so local.
Oh, so it's a surprise!
Yes, it's a surprise.
Why didn't you say so?
Yeah,
I can keep a secret.
Oh, good.
Sometimes.
Oh, no.
I mean, I already told a whole bunch of people.
No, that's okay. Just please do not tell anyone else, okay? Okay.
So, can I go look in that theater now?
No, like I said, they need that space right now, but you're free to look around anywhere else you want, like over there, or at your own house, or like...
You mean I can look backstage? I've never seen one!
Oh, okay, yeah. Buddy, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Oh my god, I have heard so much about this place! Is it true this used to be an old courthouse?
Sure was. In fact, after the New Deal, when they moved the courthouse up the street, this place became a red light establishment called the Dishonorable Discharge.
That is the best thing I've ever heard!
Thought you'd say that. Ooh, speaking of though, if you do go out back, keep your shoes on, okay?
I'll see you soon!
Hopefully not too soon. Holly!
Now, scene 5 to scene 6. Just overcome the cliffhanger. Scene 5. Where is Blake? He's been frozen in carbonite. You gotta go rescue him. But now, we can move on to scene 6. And I think I know the term of the musical instrument to set the tone. Ground control to stage manager, your mic is dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Grady? Can you hear me, Grady? Can you hear me, Grady? Can you hear? am I taking my smoke break? Far away from the stage.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing up? Thought you'd be sleeping that night off somewhere.
Well, Grady panicked when Freitag showed up because she thought he was Wiberg.
Oh God, could you imagine?
Oh my God, she went up one side of me and down the other because she was convinced that Dave had sold us out.
You know, he is aggressive and stubborn, but I don't think he's vindictive. No calls from Wiberg yet, so I think he's still coming tomorrow night, and we've got time to sort all this nonsense out.
How much of the no calls from Wiberg is because this phone is like completely unplugged? Like, I don't see a plug anywhere near it, to tell you the truth. I don't understand this.
Here, I was saving this for opening night, and well, I was saving it for once we were in the clear, but happy opening night.
You know, I really should be mixing after last night and this morning and my entire adult life, but cheers.
A votre santé.
Oh, stop it.
What?
Showing off. There's no one here to impress with the 4 French phrases you know, mis amigo.
It's more French than you know, mon frère. Besides, I'm finally head of the largest theater company in the region. I'm entitled to a little showing off.
Yeah, just be careful you don't get little pond syndrome there, okay? Remember what this place was like when we got in it?
Come on, Joe. It's not like we work out of a barn.
No, just a refurbished whorehouse.
It was a courthouse first.
I don't think that makes it any better. We once staged Beckett in the same room where they convicted a man for not driving drunk enough.
This town has a rich cultural history.
They once hanged a man for trying to hang himself.
I hear Beckett appreciated
Yeah, but look, my point is, okay, just remember that we're in Groton, not Greenwich Village. We are so far off Broadway that we can barely afford a Wiberg play when it is cheap, okay?
Look, once my position is in the secure, we will have this place in the big leagues in 2 years flat. I'll worry about proximity to Broadway. You worry about running rehearsals.
Oh, well, I got kicked out of my own rehearsal, and my last job for the day was keeping Wiberg out of the theater, and since he's probably still kicking it in NYC, gonna give that one a big old checkerino. Can I go to sleep, please?
Actually, I'm gonna need you to keep an eye on the box office. Cindy called out and we have 28 seats left for tonight.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Really?
It's okay. Yep. You know what? Being a tortured genius, it's hard. My job was supposed to have been done Monday.
Look, you can take a nap once we sell out.
Yeah, there it is.
Make sure Tom doesn't cause too much problems.
Oh, fine. But hey, do me a favor, okay? Next season, instead of chopping and screwing someone else's play, maybe just finish your own. Or not, whatever. No one listens to me. Dude with a sweet beard. Hello?
Is anyone here?
Mr. Wiberg!
Ah, just the woman I wanted to see. For some reason, I wasn't able to get in contact with you by phone, so I decided to take the day off work and drive out to visit. You see, I received a phone call last night from someone claiming to be from your company, David. He seemed to think that there was an issue with the production regarding rewrites. And he claims that when he tried to raise this issue with your director, he was fired on the spot.
No.
Now, I have been around the block before, and I know that there are some divas who will go to absolutely unfathomable lengths to spite their former friends when they go. However, seeing as how I couldn't get in contact with you by phone, and we open tonight anyway, I decided to take the scenic route and come down here to sort things out myself. So, is there any merit to what this spurned, disillusioned young man was ranting about?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, that's certainly refreshing news. I was worried there for a moment.
Not a problem, of course. Now, I hate to break it to you after you drove all the way out here, but we are actually sold out for tonight's performance.
Really?
We have been working so hard to promote your piece, yes. However, we do have your tickets held for tomorrow night, but we cannot cram another single seat in tonight's theater performance.
Well, that is a bona fide shame. But, all the better for dramatic tension, yes? Well, thank you for sorting this out in person. I'll be on my way.
There are far worse things than death. Things like seeing one's play performed by amateurs.
Miss Brown, is your cast currently rehearsing?
Oh, they're just trying to get the understudy caught up.
Well, I'd have to be blind to miss an opportunity when it so plainly presents itself. Would you mind if I sat in for a minute or two?
Oh, they're just working.
Oh, I won't be a bother. Perhaps I could even help this lad understand his character a bit better. That is, unless there's something you're trying to keep from me.
Of course not. Let's go sit in. Yeah, let's see what they're up to.
They've all got it wrong. He was neither sane nor insane. He was outsane.
Hey guys, how's it going? We have a guest with us. He's gonna sit in for a while. This is the other Sven. Hi.
Don't waste your time trying to flatter me. You can do that simply by showing me the wonderful work you've accomplished in bringing my text to life.
Oh, of course. Why don't we start at the top with Nicole's bit about power?
No. From what I overheard, it sounded as if they were on scene 6. So why don't we start there?
Okay, you get from where you left off, guys.
Right. It's as if we're all worker ants with a lazy tyrant queen, content to build her nest from stolen labor.
Surely you can find some camaraderie with your coworkers in this matter.
Their cowardice has locked them into the grind. Their meat line.
The
People in
populace
this
is filled
town
with
are all
nothing
the
but cheap.
same.
That's not the line.
Oh, I must have been looking at the wrong line. Yes, the populace is filled with nothing but cheap duplicates.
Duplicates!
Surely one bad day at the office is no reason to throw away our entire lives, Blake.
I don't care if 1,000 years passes. I can never look at that place again with the same joy.
But what about the joy of a nice home and good friends?
What friends? If those imbeciles are apathetic enough to chew line,
Disregard all manner and leave you dejected on the very night that you... What are you doing?
What? Did I say the wrong line again?
What you just said there didn't sound like anything from my script. In fact, it doesn't sound like any prose I've ever penned.
Please resume from disregard all manners and just start there.
if those imbeciles are apathetic enough to disregard all manners and leave you dejected on the very nights that...
You're overgeneralizing in your outrage. Surely they all have their excuses.
Merely mouthed excuses!
Certainly Jonathan could not have planned for his Chrysler's engine to die, and Stacy and Paul sent such a beautiful floral centerpiece.
You don't need to save face on their behalf. I asked them to send the bouquet. They couldn't even do that right.
Aren't you going to correct him?
Yeah, of course. Whoops. Shit, Mr.
And even in that they have failed, for the bouquet has been tarnished with these yellow roses.
Yep, that is correct. Keep going.
Even in that, they have failed. The bouquet of roses has been tarnished with these yellow ones.
If you're so determined to request for disappointment, then why did you affix the offending roses to their place in the vase?
Pause!
Pause!
Hold! Hold! Did we skip a few pages there? I could have sworn that between those two lines there was an exchange between Blake and Astor.
I don't have that here.
The scene in the zoo, where they meet in the giraffe enclosure.
You know what, I must just have an older copy of the script.
That is not possible.
I don't have that in my...
For that was the first scene I typed out on my Olivetti! The spark which ignited the fire of thesis and demanded life! The germ of the very play I can no longer honestly say I see on the stage!
Holy shit! That's just right like that. I can hear the semicolon in there.
Look, if you would just give us a little bit more time to rehearse, I'm sure you'll be very pleased with what you see tomorrow night.
You didn't remove that exchange, did you? The scene with the giraffe is pivotal for conveying the height of man's anxiety when he feels confined by life's hardships.
Oh my god, those were Dave's exact words!
We both owe Joe an apology. Sven! You know, I'm sure you will be very happy with what you see tomorrow. We just need a little more time to tighten up a few spots, and I'm sure we would be better able to do that uninterrupted.
Don't you dare dismiss me. There is something rotten in Groton, and I will not leave until you proffer an explanation as to what.
Alright, fine. You know, we weren't going to tell you until after the first reviews came out of opening night. But we workshopped your play.
You what?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, the Age of Aquarius is not great. I mean, not as great as it could be, so we tidied up a few spots, we trimmed the fat from some other spots, and we highlighted some spots that are actually really good.
You know, and we... Okay.
You know, those curtains were a nightmare to budget.
You dare. Deign not only to recklessly edit, but insult my work!
You know, just because you did it in NYC doesn't mean it was any good.
I believe the Juilliard Conservatory repertoire would disagree.
You, of all people, should know that they pay $60 grand a year to perform for themselves, by themselves. People around here are a bit different, so it needed some strategic edits if it was going to make some money.
And just what genius did you get to strategically edit my years of work? To tear asunder and stitch together my labor of love, to callously ejaculate their vision all over mine.
Oh man, word choice, come on!
We didn't hire anyone.
There's no need to lie. You've already proven your capacity for it.
No, we really didn't.
Oh, so the play just magically rewrote itself then?
You don't understand.
No, it's Holly.
Don't bother. I'm certain they'll come crawling out to steal the glory once the first reviews are written. Right!
Well, I suppose that could have gone worse. What? At least you can get on with rehearsing, he left. We have a production to put up tonight. Come on!
Fiends! I've been to theaters in Paris with lobbies bigger than this entire place!
I doubt you'll ever be staged there!
I should have known that a refurbished cat house would rob the passion out of my act of love! Backbench production. Ha! Ironic name for a company that's probably never even heard of Théâtre de la Justice!
I don't know, they all seem really nice to me.
You must not be a member of the production team then.
Oh! No, I'm just waiting on my tickets for the big night.
Huh. I've seen bigger nights than this. But you're excited to see the show?
Of course! Age of Aquarius! It's premiering tonight.
Indeed, I remember the title and details well enough.
Oh my god, you've heard of this show?
Of course I have.
Oh my god! It's the first time anyone's ever heard of anything I've ever worked on!
I thought you said you weren't a member of the production team.
Oh! No! I wrote it.
Wrote The Age of Aquarius.
Well, sure! I mean, it was finished last year, but once they told me they got the script, I just kept sending in revisions. I bet I barely let the ink dry on the acceptance letter. I was just so excited!
I'm certain you were ecstatic.
Well, how could I not be? This is basically my big break in the theater! Well, local theater, sure, but we all start somewhere, right?
By ripping off the life's work of your betters?
Ripping off? Hey, I would never rip anyone off! Okay, so maybe the plot is a little derivative. You know, Trolls of Giants, right?
Sir, are you okay? No! The tangled web unwoven, the misdirection, the refusals, the lack of communication!
Is this not Holly's phone? I couldn't reach her either. I think she's just busy.
Of course you would say that! Those provincial liars would do anything to obfuscate their treachery!
I am totally lost! Maybe you just...
And you are the worst of them all!
Me? What did I do?
Don't feign innocence, boy! It didn't work for them, and it won't work for you either. You glory-thieving, bottom-feeding, word criminal!
Hi, Shelley.
Hello, Jacob. Get me gun.
No, I'm at the theater downtown. I did get you your tickets for tonight, but I need to tell you about what just happened.
I don't care if he's about to leave for the day. Tell him Sven Michel Wiberg the fourth is on the line, and I'm willing to pay double for his time.
I have no idea why this guy was so mad at me. He came out of the theater and he spat like everywhere. And
I need you to get down here right away.
do you think he's a reviewer?
I'm not in the city. I'm at the theater in Groton. Where else would I be?
After all the mean things he said, of course it's gonna be a bad review. My first ever opening night and some asshole reviewer already hates it.
I need you to get down here immediately, and no, it can't wait until next week.
Maybe it'll come down tonight. I'll try to get you tickets for next week.
What do I even keep you on retainer for then? Fine. Triple your hourly rate.
Oh, no, don't even think about trying to pay me back. I'll be fine. Thank you. I love you too.
Hello. You've reached the professional voicemail box of Sven Michel Wiberg. Have a wonderful day.
Mr. Wiberg, this is your attorney, Tim Young, calling. I'm calling to inform you that I got the message about paying me triple, and I do appreciate that. I certainly appreciate that. I can finally send my kids to private school. I am in the car on my way there. If you let me know that you got this message, that'd be great. Thank you.
It's a big pain in my ass, you know? You all set, Mr. Young? Oh, I hope so. I'll be waiting in the car. Thanks, Gregory. Hello?
Hello?
Doors don't open till 7, otherwise I'd already be in there.
Well, I'm trying to get in touch with Holly Brown about the show she's putting on.
Are you with that guy who came down this afternoon?
Well, actually, yes. You know the people who work here?
Well, that depends. Are you gonna yell at me? And insult my show like your jerk friend did?
No. And I'm sorry that Mr. Wiberg did that. He can be a bit, flagrant in his criticism sometimes, but I promise, I'm just here to gather information without any judgment.
Well, here's some information for you. Your friend, Mr. Wiberg, is a total dick. He's a mean-spirited, loudmouthed, rude mother! Mr. Wiberg?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he that crazy author guy they don't want to deal with in there?
Again, I'm sorry for his behavior. Can we chat?
Well, that is a really weird way to pronounce Wiberg. Wait. You're not a reviewer, are you?
Certainly not.
No judgment? No twisting my words?
Totally impartial. I just want the facts.
Well... Okay. So... what do you want to know?
Well, first, do you mind if I take some notes? Second, your name.
Thomas William Freitag.
And you say you wrote The Age of Aquarius.
Well, of course!
And you've been editing it for some time now.
Oh my god, I worked so much in it, I don't think I even slept! I mean, it came from a really rough place. But after all the work I put in, I think it came out pretty well.
Really?
Oh yeah, I just kept sending in revisions. Every week!
Is that so?
Oh, I forgot. I'm not supposed to tell anyone about that!
Well, thank you for telling me.
Just so long as you get this straight. I may have been influenced by some other stories out there, but I promise you, what you're gonna see on that stage is an entirely original piece.
Really? Well, thank you. Oh, do you mind if I take a picture?
Do I?
Nope. Smile. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Aw, you too.
Oh, God, a customer.
Oh.
Alright. Nothing at him. Or at least erecting towards them. Okay. God. Hello, yes, very sorry, but this evening's performance is completely sold out. Sorry about that.
Well, I'm not here to buy tickets. That's a lawsuit.
Lawsuit's lawsuit, that's what I always say.
I'm here on behalf of my client, whose show they're intending to produce tonight.
Oh my God. He lawyered up. Listen, man, I'm very sorry about whatever happened earlier, but I can't help you, okay?
Are you Holly Brown?
Last time I checked, I was not.
Well, it's urgent that I speak to Holly Brown immediately. Oh, I already tried the front door and it was locked. Could you please let me in?
Sorry, doors don't open until 7. Can't let anybody in.
This is a time-sensitive matter, sir.
Oh, I'm sure it is, sir, but it's policy.
Very well. I suppose I can wait until 7, if I must. But then I really do need...
Wouldn't happen to have a ticket for this evening's performance, would you?
What? I already told you, I'm not here to see
Yeah, sorry about that, but when the doors open, the only people I can let in are cast, crew, and paying customers who have a ticket. Otherwise, we violate fire code on nights that we have sold out. Like tonight, in which we are sold out.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you have proof that you are in fact sold out for tonight's performance?
You know what? I do. And normally I can't just go around handing out customer information to people, but since you're such a nice guy, he's got reading glasses, legally blind, damn it!
Oh, well, you have a handwritten reservation on the last line of this ledger for Mr. Stevington.
Yes, Mr. Stevington, thank you very much, is one of our regular customers.
Oh, and he made a reservation for 28 tickets.
Yeah, he's also one of our most generous patrons. Yeah.
And he appears to have made this reservation in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, he's also a bit of a procrastinator, that Steve Stevington.
And you claim that tonight's performance is sold out.
Yep, completely, totally.
And this Mr. Stevington
Nailed it.
just so happened to buy the exact number of remaining tickets.
Yeah. You haven't heard? The man is extremely philanthropic. You know, what he does, Mr. Steve Stevington, is he waits until the last possible moment, and then he buys up all the remaining tickets and takes them to the local halfway house so that the kids can take in a night of live theater. Yeah, Mr. Stevington feels that exposing at-risk youths to the fine arts is the best way to combat the big issues facing society, like drug abuse and gang violence and banjo orchestras.
Can I take a picture of that ledger?
Nope.
Could you go get Miss Brown from her office and bring her here then?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. She's in her office and she's a bit of a grizzly bear right now. You know, I can't bother her because it's a
policy.
Yeah, totally. Listen, buddy, I don't know how to make this any more clear to your client than Holly already did. Maybe she's just too nice to say it to your client's face, but guess what, buddy? I'm not. I'm running on fumes here, literally.
Ooh, I can tell.
Yeah, I can tell. So, I don't have time to talk in circles, okay? So I'm gonna make it clear to your client, in no uncertain terms, that we are not staging his piece of shit tonight in this theater. And I want you to tell him that in those exact words.
Very well.
Okay. What are you doing now?
I'm texting.
But he's right there, homie.
Who, him?
Yeah.
Oh, I've already talked to him.
Alright, cool.
Piece of shit.
Shit, nailed it. Awesome, sweet. Not my circus, not my monkeys. That's always been my motto. I'm gonna find a quiet place for the next 20 minutes and take a nap. Hey, buddy, you realize you hired some goon in a suit at what, $60 an hour to get you 2 free $40 tickets? It's called math.
Could you tell me who that was?
Oh, who, Joe?
Yeah.
He's the guy directing my show.
Huh. Recommend cease and desist. That's definitely a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Thank you,
Thank you,
15.
Hi, great to see you. Thanks for coming out to see the Age of Aquarius tonight. It's going to be a great show. I love what you've done with the... Oh, wait, you're not who I thought you were. Oh, God. It's all catching up with me.
Is he that white man over there who I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt says homie?
Oh, that's definitely him. Yeah.
The enigmatic Mr. Nelson, I presume. I believe you met my retainer this afternoon.
What fresh hell is this? Oh, hey, good to see you again. Don't know why you brought a beefy +1, but guess what? Still sold out for tonight. We have tickets for tomorrow night, guys, and since I know you know where the box office is, why don't you go on and ski-daddle? Just go on and get.
I couldn't possibly leave without meeting the conductor of this fiasco, under whose watch villains were granted free rein to plunder.
Okay, listen, beat poet Hercules. I understood probably about half of those words, but I'm pretty sure you got the wrong guy, okay?
Is this the modus operandi of all in this vile establishment? Feign ignorance of their crimes and then gaslight their victims until they drift away as pacified spirits into the uncaring night.
Modus operandi and pacified spirits and dramatic, unironic jazz hands? Like, who does stuff like that? I mean... no. No. When you said your client, I didn't think that you meant
Business?
Ugh.
Well, we do. And since you wouldn't converse with civility this afternoon, I've been forced to take another route.
We have reason to believe that your company has not only violated copyright, but attempted plagiarism in regards to The Age of Aquarius. We need to speak to your producer immediately.
Oh, so when you had said you had talked to Thom Freitag already, shit.
Oh, our conversation outside the box office provided sufficient evidence to support Mr. Wiberg's play.
No, you guys have got it all wrong, okay? Thom, he's just some local hack playwright, okay? And he wrote this play that had a title close to your play. It was like Age of Aquarius and all that fun stuff. We didn't ghostwrite your play, okay?
Just get this straight. I may have been influenced by some other stories out there, but I promise you, what you'll see on the stage is an entirely original piece.
Okay. Well, here's what you need to know about Thom Freitag, okay? He's not just some local hack. He is a beloved member of this theater community, and I will not have his words twisted by the likes of you two, okay?
I mean, it came from a really rough place. After all the work I put in, I think it came out pretty well.
Well, shit.
I can explain. After my client's experience and our personal discussion this afternoon, I frankly can't trust a word you have to say.
That's fair.
Now, where is Holly Brown?
She went home. Sorry, guys.
Her office is over this way.
Okay. Oh, hey! You can't come back here. This is a private office.
Sir, due to this building's history as a courthouse and a cat house, this theater is public property, subject to search at any time. Now step outside!
Okay, listen, Pat Masterson. You're forgetting one very important thing.
Oh.
I'm faster than you, Holly! Oh, they're hot on my trail.
Get back here!
How is he leaving you?
He's this way.
He's like the Batman, except for literally you can track the location like a bat.
I hear you. Get back here.
But the thing is, he's not hairy like a bat. He's like Dolphin Smooth.
I am like a dolphin. Get back here.
They call him Dolphin Man in the streets. Batman in the sheets. Oh, oh my gosh. Why did we make this hallway so long? Holly.
He's here. He's here, Mr. Wiberg.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mr. Wiberg, so good to see you, but was expecting you tomorrow.
Oh, Miss Brown. Good to see you and hear you. We've been trying to get in touch for some time. Oh, but I can't imagine why we weren't able to get
I'm sure whatever,
through.
complaints you have, we can work something out.
It's no use groveling.
Oh, yeah, thank you, sir.
Your cronies have failed in their attempts to obstruct theatrical justice.
For the love of God, could you just pull your head out of your ass for like 5 seconds and talk like a regular person?
You know what? Fine. I'll stoop to your level.
What? Surprise?
Sven Michel Wiberg the Fourth is an act, a persona, a glass prison I built around a kid from Mount Kisco, New York. And you know something? It's actually pretty refreshing to drop it, since this is the first time anyone's seen this side of me since before I moved to the big city. Let me ask you a question. What do you think David Mamet would be like if you ran into him on the street? How about that? What would he sound like? Pedantic? Eccentric? Probably talks with one of those pompous accents so everyone knows he's the cock of the walk. But no! Not that small-town geek you went to high school with. There's no way he could be Sven Michel Wiberg the Fourth. Famous people aren't regular people. They're better than that. And I force-fed myself a steady diet of that idea until that naive, lonely teenager was erased. And all that was left was this. I dove headfirst into that world of solipsistic, self-worshipping bullshit. And then today, I hear a rumor that a theater in Groton, Connecticut is staging the Age of Aquarius. Only they've changed the entire text. At first, I was just pissed off. So I figured I'd come down here, drop in, say a few choice words, make sure everything was back on track. But then you know what you did to me? You know what you assholes did to me? You let me get excited again. For the first time in years, I wasn't going to some fancy Manhattan premiere surrounded by sycophants and glad hands. Your tiny homegrown theater reminded me of when I was first starting out. Seeing my name misspelled at some off-Broadway shithole in Newark. Sure, it wasn't the real thing. But real people were gonna see something I made. Real people were gonna act in something I made. I had a lot of fun working on that first show, arguing over inflection and intent, and then laughing it off afterwards over cheap drinks at some dive. And waking up again the next day to do it all over again. But you know, once you're worth enough money, they don't let you sit in on rehearsals anymore. So, just how do you think I felt when I came down here and saw what the fuck you did? And then to say you didn't really mean it. Either you bought my play, knowing full well you were unsatisfied with it and with every intention of rewriting it, or, and I don't know if this is actually worse, you were actually fucking stupid enough to buy a show sight unseen based off name recognition alone. You were going to fill those seats by plastering my name on the marquee, but without actually putting on my fucking play! Sure. Sure, it wasn't my best.
Oh no.
But it was mine. It meant something to me. The Age of Aquarius was the first show I wrote back when I was just starting out. Back when I was just like that twerp you're stringing along outside. It sat on my desk for 17 years before I felt established, before I felt confident enough to risk publishing it. Every scene, every line, every word I put in there on purpose. I spent years writing, editing, and facing constant rejection before somebody finally thought, sure, I can take this kid from Mount Kisco, New York, and his fancy words and make a couple of bucks. I sold my soul for my name. And then today, on the day I finally start to feel alive again, I come down to southern nowhere, Connecticut, to find you cockbites pissing on my grave!
What my client is trying to say is, as of this moment, you've officially been served a cease and desist. Performing the Age of Aquarius in part or in whole will result in a fine of $25,000, the revocation of this establishment's license to perform, and may result in you serving 3 to 10 years for theft of intellectual property.
Checkmate. Bitch.
Good.
The show must go on.
What?
The show must go on. Get Josh in here. Tell him the news.
You can't possibly be thinking
Ollie,
of what are you talking about?
If you so much as perform one word of my
Don't
client...
worry. We won't. In fact, I welcome you to come and watch.
Watch what, Holly? You heard Matt Murdock. We've been served a cease and desist.
Well, if this fine gentleman prefers...
Demands
that we remove his show from our season, I see no reason why that should stop us from putting on one of the fine plays we receive on a daily basis.
Other plays?
The other plays.
Okay, Holly?
Yes.
You mean we're gonna put on another play?
Yes.
Tonight?
Of course.
Without rehearsal or preparation?
No, we won't tell them that.
Okay. Hey guys, can you give us a sec? You know, actually, this might take a little while. Why don't you guys find an usher, have him take you to some seats, and bunker down for the night. This might take a little while, okay?
Great.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, I love the scarf. It's a great color. Really highlights the purple on the throbbing veins in your neck when you yell. Okay, bye. Now you've actually lost your mind.
Oh, screw him. His play was shitty anyway.
Yeah, of course it was, Holly, but you can't be serious that we're going to put on another play in the 6 minutes between now and curtain. We have to call it off.
Oh, and let that son of a bitch and his bulldog win?
Holly, you will never hear the end of this from the board.
Oh, you know those pricks never come to opening night and you know it.
That's not what I mean, Holly. The audience will know.
Oh, have you ever heard of the world-class violinist who played to a sold-out hall on Tuesday and then couldn't make $15 in a subway on Wednesday? They're expecting a wonderful evening, which means we're already halfway there.
Oh, yeah, totally. So all we have to do is shit on a canvas and call it art.
Exactly.
No, Holly, this is insane. Like, actually certifiably insane. Thank you, 5!
Look, at this point, I no longer care what you think of me. I've finally gotten to a point where I've proven to myself I can do this. No more second-guessing my choices. No more judgmental tones. The board respects me, at least for now. I've worked hard enough for too many years to fail now, and I'm not letting something as small as not having a script keep me from putting on a goddamn masterpiece! Maybe, just maybe we've been off base here the entire time. I mean, I rewrote and Josh ad-libbed and you tried to make these lines work. For what? For the ingrate to choke on a thank you and instead sue us for all the love and hard work we poured into it.
Love and hard work? We completely Frankenstein the second
Oh,
act.
it doesn't matter. I mean, the point is we've been trying to make this hot mess work for 6 months when maybe, just maybe, we'd be better off letting people do what they do best.
Okay, listen, Winifred Sanderson. I know that what you're saying sounds like a plan, but there's no way that it is a good plan, okay?
Oh, I didn't say it was a good plan. I said it was the plan.
Alright, well, hurtful, but,
You know what? We budgeted everything this season, so that way even if the Age of Aquarius were to underperform, we'd maybe break even. It was a risk running a new show, but do you have any idea what will happen to our reputation if we close before we even open?
Oh, our reputation or your reputation?
God damn it, show everyone's asses on the line right now! Do you have any idea if we close because of unauthorized rewrites? It'll get out what happened. There's no way to spin this to make us the good guys. You can kiss your sponsors goodbye, and even if they continue to sponsor us, if we lose patrons' trust and money 2 seasons in a row, we'll be just as finished as if we did Wiberg's play in the first place. And you know what? It won't be just the theater that's finished. It'll be all of us. Do you think anyone's going to hire you or Nicole or any of us after we were complicit in the legal disaster that shut down historic theater? You're going to put that on your resume? I hear other theaters actually read them.
Alright, uncalled for. Listen, Holly, I hear you and what you're saying makes sense, but we can't just stage nothing out there. Those people are here expecting to see the Age of Aquarius. Oh no. No! Have you read that thing, Holly? I've read it. I've read parts of it. It's a gaze into the eyes of madness. There's a scene called Gaze into the Eyes of Madness, where Elton John and Freddie Mercury go insane. In space. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like free association. And so, there's no way to work. It's not gonna work.
Oh, we will. If we have a master bullshit artist carrying the entire thing. Speak of the devil!
Hey! Good news! I saved the script all through makeup. I think I finally memorized everything.
Now you know exactly what you can't say out there.
Yeah, what?
Under no circumstances may you say a single line from The Age of Aquarius as written by Mr. Wiberg, or I will personally ensure that you never work in this town again.
Are we not doing the show tonight?
No, we are, just not that one. That curtain's about to go up, so I really need someone to get on that stage.
Would someone just tell me what the hell is going on?
Sven and his lawyer rolled through with the cease and desist and canceled the show.
You know, that's no reason to let him win. So we've decided to let you do best.
Which is?
Make something up.
How we doing tonight? Mission report. Day 1,337. This is Major Thom. Son. Log. I am recording what's sure to be my final entry from the Living Quarters Commons area. After 4 years of what was originally proposed as a 5-year mission, I am informed by Mission Command that I am being relieved of my duties by a young lieutenant, fresh from the academy. Since those orders came down, I have been struggling to find the justification for my replacement.
Okay, Josh, hey, sorry, I'm back. Your first line here is wither the invisible birds.
I imagine this room as we found it 4 years ago, very bare, lifeless, just as we found this planet. But in those short, endless years, we've made a home for ourselves here.
Okay, that was not it, but just get back to wither the invisible...
Some specific materials requisitioned to be able to fashion some reasonable facsimiles of furniture from Earth. It was good for morale. And as if to parallel our efforts to, and I am quoting here, liven up the place, localized terraforming is taking hold even faster than anticipated.
What the hell are you doing?
It's almost as though Mars itself is, little by little, starting to welcome us into its bosom. I was even going to request an extension of my post here. It's a shame to have to return to an empty house on Earth after only realized where my home was all along.
What the hell did you say to my actor? I knew you were bad after a few drinks. I didn't think that you could undo 10 hours of my work in 30 seconds.
Sven and his lawyer rolled through with a cease and desist and shut down the show.
Okay, so what the hell's that?
Oh, it's Holly's grand plan to save the theater. She pushed that brave little toaster out there and said, make something up.
Holly's lost her mind. You know what? You managed this mess. I have a drink and a date with
No, Grady, if we stop now, we'll never work again.
You'll never work again. I'll find plenty of work with whoever replaces you.
No, because if we don't pull this off, there won't be a theater to replace us. Sven is going to make sure that we all go down with this ship. Look, Josh can improvise better than anyone I've ever seen. He's like a white Wayne Brady out there. But he needs someone like you to guide him through this, okay? Consider it your crowning achievement to pull one over on the artsy fartsies.
Okay, no matter how accurate that might be, I still need a goddamn show 2 minutes. Is he doing the other Age of Aquarius?
Oh, he sure is. He's been doing it for the last 6 minutes, and somehow he's already got them on board with the sci-fi setting, his role in it, and the love triangle. Weird.
You're crazy.
Oh, look, it's a show, right?
Yeah.
Then manage it like the genius that you are.
Okay.
Woo!
But first I need an outline.
Okay, I can do that.
And
Ooh.
a raise.
Well, that's more of a Holly.
And a latte.
That I can do.
Yeah, second you're an idiot.
Oh, common knowledge by now. Why are we bringing it up this time?
What's the first thing that destroys the show right out of the gate?
Whether the invisible birds affect our life here is not relevant, computer.
A long monologue that goes nowhere. We need to get Nicole out here.
Oh, well, Holly's off looking for her.
She did.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, don't give me any ideas.
Computer, for the last time, where is the shipment?
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm going out there. Yeah, I used to be an actor.
You used to be an understudy.
anything I can hang. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Cool runnings. Major, Ensign Wesley. What are you hiding from me?
I told you I was not going out there. No, Holly, no. I said no.
Yes, what about it? She has arrived. She.
No.
What do you mean?
Hold on. Cut out the Chico. No, I'm losing it. I'm falling.
Holly, amazing timing. Oh my God.
I briefed Nicole on all the major plot points.
Good.
Good to go.
You guys are insane. How do you expect to pull this off?
It's a little late for that kind of talk. Do you understand the concept of yes and?
I went to theater camp, yes.
Awesome, because you're about to get a master class in it. So when you go out there, anything that he says is real is 100% true, except for when it isn't. And you believe anything he tells you, except for when you obviously should not. Do you understand?
I guess.
Okay.
Alright, so just watch for a natural pause to enter, and you're good to go.
And if you get lost or there's a chance to clarify the plot, just agree and intensify, okay?
This is insane!
Yes, and when we pull it off, it's gonna be awesome. And I'm an idiot.
Look, I really like you two, but I signed on for a calm little drama about loveless marriages and the death of materialism, okay? Not waiting for C-3PO!
Nicole, I get it. You can just walk away, and tell everyone about the crazy director who wanted you to improvise a night of Kubrickian art house drama off the top of that pretty little head. Or you can go out there and yeah, you might fail, but you could blame it all on me. You love that, right?
I do love that.
But if we succeed, I promise you that you will be telling and retelling this story until Manhattan's swallowed by the sea as the greatest, most wonderful, fulfilling night of theater of your entire life. Are you with me?
I'm pretty sure you're drunk.
Safe bet.
What else do we do?
Yes!
Mission Control, this is Mars Base 90210. Dash C. Our instruments read you as offline. Can you confirm?
Major Thom, what's... Status report?
Good to see you up and about, Lieutenant Broccoli. I assume you've overcome your jet lag from cryostasis?
Cryostasis it's like the worst, right? It's so cold.
No! Colder than the unfathomable abyss of space between us and home. You've only been up long enough to decompress?
How does he make something out of such a nothing line?
I don't know, but hopefully Nicole can absorb it through osmosis.
Alright, Josh, by the end of the scene, it needs to be clear that there's total radio silence from Earth.
I understand that this is your first off-world command post. Not to sound judgmental, but why Mars base? Surely lieutenants on Lagrange Point Station would have been impressive enough.
Brass back home have a lot of faith in me, and I passed all the command test things, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Calm down, Lieutenant! I didn't mean to second-guess Command's decision. I'm just surprised that they sent someone so young.
That is not even remotely related.
No, that's good. They need to establish character dynamics. Just give them a second, okay?
Fine. Keep it brief, but get back to the main plot.
One of your first students will need to regularly report back to Mission Command. Take a look at this board, Lieutenant. How many lights are on?
None, sir?
Correct! Now, why do you suppose there are no lights active on this board?
I'm afraid that I am not familiar with this particular unit, sir. Is it not on?
Typical! I should have known Mission Control would send someone with no experience with a quantum entanglements communicator! Are you at least familiar with the underlying concept?
Sir, I did graduate from West Point with a GPA of...
I'll take that as a no, then. In layman's terms, connects 2 points in space that are connected on a subatomic level.
What does any of that even mean?
I have no idea, but it sounds smart. All right, keep going, but don't lose the audience.
One of those points is here. The other is Houston. Now, obviously, the particles cannot become unentangled, and stellar winds won't affect transmission at this range. So that leaves us with only two options. Either Houston's terminals are powered down.
Or destroyed.
And I thought I knew a lot of useless technical terms.
He must have the entire Star Trek series in his head.
No, I think he stole that one from Mass Effect.
Jordan, I'm sorry, are you sure you used the one you draw the source for? Because that looks to me like an O21, and I swear to God, if you used orange for the nightmare scene,
Hey, you get the point though. This guy is throwing out technobabble like candy. It almost lends some sort of respectability to whatever's going on out there. It fulfills our sophistication quota.
Yeah, and how about Nicole? Yeah, she's kind of stumbling along out there, but that kind of works for her character, right? Because she got this post not through any sort of merit, but because of nepotism. What? I read some of Thom's play, all right? Josh is right, it's hilarious, but guys, my point is, we might actually be able to pull this off. Just saying.
Wait, are they applauding?
I told you Emperor has to be close.
Yeah, but for that.
Don't question it, just be ready to receive, okay?
Where is
Alright.
No, kill him. No.
That's one scene down only. How much longer?
I just need about 35 to 60 more minutes before I can call an intermission.
Okay, and then what?
We'll worry about that in 34 to 59 minutes.
Oh, okay. How about this? What are we doing in the next 34 to 59 seconds?
I used up everything I remembered from Act 1 as an opener. There's more, I'm sure, but I'll need a few minutes to figure out the
Can we
phrasing.
cut to a B plot or something?
Yes, Grady! Have your crew set the stage for scene 2 of the original play.
Come again?
That is one of your scenes, Holly. I think you wrote that one entirely.
But that won't make any sense.
It will as a vignette.
Exactly. We call it like a grounding 21st century something or other and call it a parallel.
And what exactly were you paralleling?
You know what? We'll figure that out, but for right now, you both know it, and it won't get us sued. The only thing you can't say is the thing about the Joneses, but just throw in some astrology jargon to tie in the plots, and we'll be fine.
We're gonna need some more, period-appropriate props by the end of this scene. Grady!
Yeah.
This stagehand. Go to my car. In the trunk, there's a box of props from when we did Rosencrantz and Captain Kirk are dead.
Why are those in your trunk?
Comic-Con was last week. And proper use of company.
That was your pre-planned
Consider it done!
Okay. That scene should buy us another 10 minutes to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do next.
Grab Tom's submissions. There's gotta be something worth in there.
Looks like my afternoon of housekeeping was not ill spent. They were all in the same place.
But honey, we can't afford to have children.
We can't afford to have children.
That's from page 2 of 10.
Thank you, wait. Okay, that can wait. Here, you got us into this mess. Get us out of it, okay? Oh, come on, it can't be that bad.
Well, it isn't.
Good.
It's worse.
How could it possibly be worse?
Second edition.
He sent us his rough draft. Oh, no.
I don't think I can save this.
No. Listen, hey, do you remember how you dropped out of your playwriting class because you couldn't come up with any original ideas?
That's supposed to boost my
It is, because you might have deferred your dreams, but in a weird way, this is your chance. Hey, how many of our friends would have failed that class if it wasn't for you rewriting their plays for them? Just do that now.
Yeah, but how do you expect me to salvage a play with a love triangle between 3 computers and an android?
I expect you to do what you do best. Save my skinny little ass.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. Oh god, that has to go.
Awesome. Now, if we could just figure out where we are
Alright,
going to
just
go.
shut up and give me some plot points.
Okay. How about this one? It says that they are cloning animals on Mars.
No,
to
that's
resurrect
irrelevant to the plot point.
Okay.
Side note, how are we going to make a story out of all of these different scenes?
Well, isn't there a love triangle in Tom's play between
Yes,
Nicole's character and some cabin boy?
Have Christine play it.
She didn't show up today.
She didn't show up?
Yeah, no, remind me to fire her tomorrow.
I cannot return that.
Okay.
The Lord to motivate me to tolerate his cruelty any longer.
But then who will provide? Who will put food on our table? Will wine in my glass and tobacco in your pipe.
That's from page 5.
Thank you, 5. Okay, how about this? Little did they know, one of the men closest to them had been an android all along.
Yeah, he mentions that way more than he needs to. The same with the whole radio silence from Earth. But how does any of that relate to a righteously weird coal miner?
Being replaced. It's the fear of every generation, except for this time, it's with androids.
Okay, let's do the scenes over again, but let's focus the change on the company's shifting towns.
Perfect, and then that'll help us figure out Act 1, and then we just gotta figure out where this train wreck is headed, okay?
We need a few more plot points and a twist for intermission when they get back.
Okay, cool.
Alright, they're almost done out there. Get ready to receive.
Alright, time's up. I guess the best from these two we'll have to do.
Okay. Alright, I think I came up enough to get us another couple of scenes. What's our main theme? Being replaced by androids and the logging company. Hey, hi, I like it. How do we get there?
Here, if you accent this, and we
Wait, Jordan, who's that on stage?
Yes, Susan, I will partake in one of your delightful Sundays. I'm afraid it may be the only means by which I can find the light-hearted dreadful Sunday.
Shit, that's Christine.
That's what why Christine. I'll never be changing this one very much. Oh, ouch.
Perhaps Marvel, because you're rocking close.
Oh, shit, that's the only part I changed.
What the hell is she doing here?
I don't know, but she is totally getting ray gunned. Oh, she probably slept in. I'm so jealous.
That's why she wasn't at rehearsal.
She didn't check in with you?
No!
Wait, she has even less of an idea what's going on than I do.
Correct.
While I am delighted.
Someone save the girl.
I believe I also hear a loss.
Yeah, no,
so would that be cash?
you don't understand.
What's not to understand? Those are my client's lines your actor just performed.
No, you see, Christine was at work and we think she overslept. She had no idea.
Ignorance of the law is no exemption, even if we believe that you're that stupid and disorganized.
While I am more than willing to believe that you are both that stupid and that disorganized, I don't believe that matters in court.
But alas, Susan, I must take my leave. The remains of your delicious treat
17 years on that.
into the Sunday bowl.
Oh, you're scared.
Just as the day have melted down the dome.
I forgot about that line. Wait, Holly, you catch that line?
Lights are going down. That's the end of the scene.
And the end of the show. Bravo! Or should I say au revoir?
Keep the stage lights down and turn on the house lights. This show is in.
Wait, I have an idea. Put the sci-fi stuff back out there. But this is supposed to be the scene where Christine arrives at your house.
No one is arriving anywhere. Turn the house lights up.
Look, just 5 minutes is all I need to show that we didn't
This
violate
is
copyright.
absurd! Why are we even entertaining this diversionary?
If you don't let me take that stage, then I will sue for infringing our First Amendment rights without due diligence. There's no way you could have built a solid case against us on the drive over here. You know who could have? Me. I'm an improviser. Everything I do is a passive of homage, send-up, and satire. I may not have gone to law school, but I studied UCB. I played at Groundlings. I have met Alfred Matthew Yankovic!
Weird Al? I mean, really?
You're goddamn right. I know the ins and outs of parody law in this great country of ours. What? Have we abandoned the guiding principle of innocence until proven guilty? I'm sorry. I thought this was
Damn it. Fine. 3 minutes.
That's all I needed anyway. Set the stage for sci-fi.
Set the stage for sci-fi. Holy shit, Josh, that was amazing.
Thanks. I don't know if any of that was true. I just, improvised.
Do you have a plan?
I've got a plan. Core good.
I'm sorry.
Understand the plan?
I think so.
They should be arriving any time now, shouldn't they? I would certainly expect someone to have arrived by now.
Enter.
Hello, Blake. Aster?
Roberts, come in.
No, dear. It's Leslie. I'm Leslie. How have you been? I'm so sorry that I'm late. I know that your invitations said...
Invitation?
Yes. The invitation for the thing. It's so good to see you! Come here! What the hell is he doing?
Okay, I stopped asking questions. Just roll with it, okay? Yes, where have you been?
So, Blake, where is everyone else?
We could ask you the same question, Roberts.
No, I'm Leslie! But why will you ask me, though? Didn't you invite other people?
Oh, come on. This is just painful. Oh, I most certainly agree. However, I do have a sense of fair play. We'll let this play out.
Come on, Blake. I'm trying not to spell it out for you. I don't want to ruin anything for Aster!
Who?
Roberts!
Yeah?
How long have you known me?
Practically forever? We made our acquaintances in grade school. What are you doing?
Oh, this is just pathetic. She can't even maintain character.
It'll all make sense in a minute. Just wait for it.
Just answer the question, Roberts.
No, seriously, I'm lost.
As your commanding officer, I order you to shut up and only respond when spoken to. Roberts. What is my name?
Blake!
And do exactly as I say. Lock the door and pull out your stunner.
For what?
Don't move!
Blake! What? I know we're your friends! What?
You can't be serious. That was your plan? I fail to see how shooting one of my characters retextualizes their lines.
Just wait for it.
What the hell, Major?
I suspected it for so long that I have had any proof. Not until today. When Special Spellmate came in here, prattling on about things that made no sense. She identified herself by the wrong name.
You're right. I had no idea what she was talking about. What is she talking about?
False memories. Lives we've never lived.
Okay, now I don't know what you're talking about.
Just wait for it. Wait for it.
It always takes an extra cycle for the stun to break through the redundant systems of an android!
What? Character's been a robot the entire time. Retextualization, bitch.
So she was an android this whole time?
Yes! Post-human infiltrator, sent to blend in amongst us, the last of humanity. A wolf in man's clothing.
That's the angle, is it? A play that one section of the base is made up to look like home, tricking the audience into thinking that they are in the past when actually they're in the future.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Don't be.
I'm so afraid you.
This still doesn't explain how my lines fit.
I only realized this afternoon when she began quoting the great dramatist Sven Wiberg that she was merely toying with us.
You beautiful son of a bitch. Barely. But yes.
We need another plot point to
We need to get her to the electromagnetic storage compartment.
That'll work.
Alright, Tucker up on stage. Light, circle black.
it. Shoot.
Okay, enough of the act. Get up.
Wait, wait on.
No.
I have questions.
I don't care.
What's going on? What the hell? What's that about?
Oh, shut up! Why didn't you check in with Grady?
I did. I texted you like a million times.
No, you didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone was on silent. Oh, I have 7 missed messages from you.
7?
Shit, I overslept. Shit. Shitty, bang bang. Shit. Be there in 15 should make my cue. Shit.
What the hell?
I never missed an opportunity for dramatic emphasis.
What?
Take the actor out of the theater.
Yeah, well now the actor's back in the theater and you are an android spy on a Martian colony. Got it?
What in God's name are we staging out there? Are we putting on Battlestar Galactica, the stage play?
That's the one I couldn't think of earlier. Battlestar.
Callers of you this afternoon drew swift, legal measure.
We all know you're not actually a Victorian debutante. That's the author. Dave rat us out. He came calling. We told him off. He called the lawyer. Joe lied his ass off. I lied her ass off. I lied my ass off. None of it worked. People to rights. We got screwed. Ollie lost her mind. The show still went off. Josh made come up. Now we're on March. You're an android. You've been sent to spy the human colony. And you can't say a single word of the original script in this place. No thunder. Put this on, and I'll walk you through the next few scenes. Now that you're here, we might actually be able to do some of our press and be caught in Depression era Maryland.
Yes. From the play we're not supposed to perform.
No, from Holly's vastly improved upon ghost-written version of the play that we're not supposed to perform. Yeah, I said it.
Grady, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, no you're not. You're gonna stay here and make sure
Make sure that I don't screw up. When I left last night, we were still doing his play! After all the shit you pulled, I would have walked if I'd known Holly's rewrites were not above board. And I should have walked until fired Dave! So give me one good reason why I don't walk out!
You're under contract.
It's okay, buddy. So, what the hell did you call me after you knocked me out? Bella? Vegemite?
Velmaniacs, Icelandic for robot. You really didn't read my resume, did you?
Forget that for now. Nicole, Christine, get out there and do the old scene 4. Let's go.
Old scene 4! Old scene 4! Old scene 4! Old scene 4! I'm not writing on!
I think we're losing them out there. After Sven and Daredevil left, it changed the crowd dynamic.
You're right, we need something punchy. Like the monologue at the end of scene 7.
Yes, exactly. All right. Mr. Wiberg. Wiberg. You've just written yourself into a theatrical corner.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Using my degree in theater studies for once. You have heard of the power of inflection, yes?
Whatever you're trying to pull, it's not going
Oh, you know what? See, there is power in inflection and delivery. There's a huge difference between telling someone, "You'll always be mine," and "You'll always be mine."
What does that have to do with my client's work?
See, your client was very specific, and each sentence or phrase has a stressed word. Change the word bold, and change the meaning. Change the meaning, change the tone, change the monologue.
And we don't violate copyright.
Checkmate, bitch.
Oh, this is ridiculous. If you expect to hide behind a paper-thin argument like that...
No. She's right. Well played.
Alright, Nicole, we're gonna do Wiberg's power monologue from scene 7, but I need you to repeat it exactly the way I tell it to you.
Well, we'll be returning back to our seats. You seem to have things under control back here.
Why did you let that slide?
Call it sportsmanship. Plus, if they fuck it up, we get 25 grand.
Oh. Alright, so question for the room. What is this play even going to be about now?
It's an examination of transhumanist eschatology.
Bruh, I understood like half of those words.
It's an end of the world scenario about technology overtaking humanity. Upgrade yourself or get left behind.
Why does no one just say what they mean?
Okay, but why does it have to take place on Mars? Aren't people afraid of being replaced by machines today?
Because that's too obvious. This is drama, not journalism. Instead of being about Syrian jobs, it's about androids and freedom.
Alright, they're almost done out there.
What? No.
I told you, this is short when you remove everything I didn't write.
You get out there and stop.
How?
Something artsy.
The theme of this act is AI taking over the rulers.
Okay, I'll be back. Let's go.
Okay, so we need to hold Christine in some kind of electromagnetic force field thing-a-ding. Do we have props for that?
Check Josh's box of tricks. There's gotta be something in there.
Nothing useful. Oh, okay, why don't we just, dim the lights and put her in, a blue spotlight or something?
Did you steal that from our staging of A Wrinkle in Time?
Our entire show is stolen. Give me a break.
Yeah, hi Jordan. Yeah, it's Joe on the headset. Nice to talk to you too. Can you give me a blue spotlight somewhere on the stage?
What are you doing?
I am checking in with the lights, okay?
Grady said that she was good.
Oh, well, she's Sleeping Beauty. You're still breathing, so I think that's...
Guys! Art is happening.
Oh. What the hell is that? Sounds like a smallmouth bass swallowed a personal massager.
Fix it. How?
So I took the costume mannequins from backstage and piled them on top of each other.
And then we put my phone on vibrate, we dumped it in a bowl of jello from the C4.
So I think I just found 2 minutes of mannequin fucking.
Also, have you owe me a new phone?
But does that work with the plot?
That was with the time skips.
Okay.
Alright, what else needs fixing?
We need a blue spotlight somewhere on the stage, and can we please strike whatever approach to nature is happening out there right now?
Yep, I'll tell the lighting booth.
Okay, good.
Okay, who touched my stuff? He did.
Turn on the wake-up signal and raise the barrier on the storage compartment.
That's a really good effect.
This is the electromagnetic containment field in Sector 7B.
That is a less good effect.
Why have you placed me in here?
Don't taunt us, Velmeny! We both know what your speech modulators are capable of.
Very well, Major.
I mean, at least it's not worse, right?
Have you had any contact with Earth in the last 3 hours?
Have you?
Answer the question!
I certainly have not sent any transmissions to Earth in the last 3 hours.
She's toying with us.
My programming does not allow me to intentionally speak falsehood.
But it doesn't stop you from evading the question, does it?
I'm the one running this investigation.
This is my command now, Major. Answer the goddamn question.
Yes. I knew of the contents of the transmissions, and I sabotaged the communications. However, there have been no transmissions received from Earth in the last 2 hours and 17 minutes, regardless of any interference on my part.
Earth is silent?
Check the logs on the console there.
She's right, sir. Silent as the grave.
Damn, she's really good.
Yeah, that's why I hired her. She can make a line like that land in her sleep.
The orphanage will have the answers. Hurry! There's no time!
Alright, what are we supposed to do with that twist? And are the lights going down?
My lighting guys are pros. They can see a cliffhanger like that coming from a mile away. God damn, they're good.
All right, grab some chairs, guys, and somebody get my typewriter. can't believe we just did that.
I can't believe they just watched that.
I can't believe they just bought that.
Oh, well, don't be so sure. Grady, see if you can get a head count on all the walkouts if you can and get Wiberg in here. We need all hands on deck in the next 13.5 minutes. Jesus, we go on in 13 minutes. Have a table over there for the actors. Somebody get a chair for Wiberg and set it up right there. Let's go.
Mr. Wiberg. Okay, Mr. Wiberg won't be joining us.
What? You went back to New York already?
Well, I should certainly hope not. He just ordered a flight of beers. Apparently, they ran out of hard spirits at the bar.
Alright, only God can judge me, okay? You mean he's gonna stay for the second act?
Mr. Wiberg confided he's intrigued.
Well, he sent you the babysit.
Well, he trusts me more than you, if that's what you're asking.
Do we really have No, this is good. We need someone to keep us honest.
And it's the lawyer?
Shut up, writing.
Alright, we need an act 2 that won't get us sued before that stupid fucking intermission music is over, okay? So, to me, my X-Men actors over here. It's time to play America's favorite game show. Let's not get sued! Alright, Nicole, I need you to focus on knocking whatever I give you out of the park, starting with this monologue, okay?
Okay, but this is from another Wiberg play.
Shit. Maybe if we play it out of context, it won't get us sued. Would that get us sued?
I would definitely sue.
He would definitely sue. Shit.
You know what? Look through this for something good. Blue our monologues, green our scenes.
Are you sure?
Holly, if that goes out there, you can never take credit for it.
You know what? It's about time something of mine went on the stage. Let's go.
Alright, Josh, you read Tom's play. How does it end?
They're given a choice, either assimilate and live forever, or spend the rest of their lives alone in the space.
Well, what happens to Earth?
Those that didn't die became the first hybrids.
Alright, so your characters take the deal? No.
Yes. What? I don't care what the script says. She is not living out some Amity fantasy here, okay? She's gonna live forever as a fucking toaster or something. Nuh-uh.
Alright, Thompson gets to keep his position after all.
Okay, that's good. How do we link it to the dinner party on Earth?
Oh, you know what? I have a scene where Josh and Christine go back to the same company they've been shit on all along, but they'll get by.
Okay, so by the end of this act, I need at least 2 scenes from each of you where you are chewed out and or fired by your respective bosses, okay?
I can work with that. We keep swapping roles.
Yeah, totes my goats. So, what kind of industry do you guys work for?
Lumber.
Banking?
Lumber
That'll
banking.
do.
Okay,
And
cool.
that can lead to another scene on Mars where there's a power struggle between the major and the lieutenants, and the major gets chewed out and seized control.
Yes.
But why would that happen? Wouldn't solving the crisis be more important?
No. He's so stuck in his ways. It's natural to want to have control over something you have no control over. Huh?
Oh, like Mark and Rent?
No, it's like rewriting a stupid fucking play that you bought.
Or like firing your lead actor 27 hours before you open.
Or like someone who isn't in this room and has time for this shit.
Okay, fine. Let's go with that. Alright, why don't we switch the lieutenant for the AI, and it'll be like a man who's unwilling to adapt to change. Kind of like Sven, sort of. We'll be juggling a lot of balls, but it's pretentious enough to fit in. I'm keeping it.
10 minutes!
Thank you, Jen. Speaking of too many balls, we have a love triangle here that is yet to resolve itself.
Freezing!
Okay, alright. Listen, what are we gonna do with this guy? Come on, ideas.
Tell the third party off stage. We'll tie up the loose ends and never seen again anymore.
No, death by dialogue. Heartless, Grady, but efficient. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna put that in after the cholera scene. Hey, what did you mean by throwing that twist in after the second act?
It got them excited, didn't it?
Yes, too excited. They're rushing back to their seats as we speak.
What?
Yeah, apparently they love it.
That's great.
Not for us. We need that 15 minutes.
Yeah, I need to know what did you mean by the orphanage as the answers?
It's a stash of viable human embryos that the major is guarding in case of global disaster.
Oh, how convenient.
That's great. Just change it so that the AI has already corrupted them. That'll work way better with Nicole's infertility subplot.
Go vomit.
What?
Just go vomit in the bathroom, hold up the lines, give us the 15 minutes we need.
Grady, dear Grady, I can't just vomit on command.
It says you can on your resume.
Shit, fine then.
Alright, idea. What if we have a surprise party for Josh's character that's undercut by him getting fired?
You do that, and it's 3 to 10 years for plagiarism.
Shit.
What if it's a surprise baby shower for Nicole instead?
1 to 3, and lights out to the theater.
What if we only do it in the Mars scene?
A small fine and some community service. Oh,
plus a lifetime ban from anything printed by Samuel French.
Not if we say it's a homage to the ones back home. Yes.
Okay, fine. A slap on the wrist for lapsing your contract, but no infringement.
Yes!
Alright guys, we did it! Why is Nicole pregnant?
Well, when a mommy and daddy love each other
shut
very
up.
much.
Second worst intermission ever.
Worst one for me. You all know that this is insane, right?
Yeah, of course it is. Next to work.
I can barely keep up in here. It's like a tennis match.
Hap hap?
I'm gonna step outside for a minute.
Yeah, you step outside. You don't get paid. You're on your
Contract!
Oh.
I know! And if I'm stuck here because somehow our contract holds up in this fiasco, then I am taking my contractually obligated 15-minute break. You can just walk me through Act 2 with your fancy little earpiece, so you don't really need me, right?
Oh, barrier deep, Grady.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset because you didn't get a break? I've been here since 9. Joe never left. Holly is on septuple overtime. And you just one small piece of this machine that can't seem to function more than a few hours on a stint. Everybody here has worked their asses off for your curtain call. And they do it for no more than a thank you, if that. You have one job right now, and that is don't get us sued. And since your little stunt in Act 1 almost shut down the theater, you need to know exactly what you're doing, because this time there are no second chances. Tonight, your 15-minute break is your bow. Do you want to know when my 15-second break was? I just took it yelling at you. 5 minutes!
Thank you, 5.
I said 5 minutes. Move it!
Alright guys, let's get pretentious. Let's cater to the high arts group out there, everyone.
Okay, here. Look for the most pretentious, highfalutin, expensive word you can find, okay?
Apricity.
I like it. What's it mean?
The warmth of the sun, especially in winter.
Ooh, use it in a sentence.
Kaylin's attitude this morning is like apricity.
Awesome. Great. Josh, what you got for us,
I
buddy?
should have known Emerson would be clairvoyant to this debauchery.
Ooh, I understood half of those words, and your boy wants to vomit. Great, Christine.
Show off.
Plebeian.
Christine, what you got for us?
I cannot abide the zealotry of Kaylin's adherence to Careza.
What does that last one mean?
You don't want to know.
Noted. Lightning round, just give me good words.
Joinder.
Epiplexis.
Paroxysm.
Antediluvian?
Blackguard.
Penchant. Fuselage.
Eschatology.
No, that one's 2 on the nose.
Anti-disestablishment.
No!
Alright guys, keywords and phrases.
The age of Aquarius will bring judgment upon us all.
Ooh, I like it. Is it from a monologue?
Yeah, it's over 2 pages long.
Perfect advice. It's time!
You know what? This is actually weirdly similar to Wiberg's Act 2 Scene 6 monologue. Can we just
Not if you want to keep the lights on.
But what if we played it simultaneously with the
No.
scene on Mars?
Homage?
You get one of those.
It's okay. Those passages from Dante's Inferno we can use instead.
Oh, here's a good part where my robot lady escapes.
Action, good.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Hey, can you do a foot chase on stage without actually leaving the stage?
We can keep running in place.
Okay.
Bigfoot who's chasing us is always just off stage.
That looks super hokey. Unless, wait, Grady, isn't there a rotating platform built directly into the stage?
Yeah, but we haven't used it since our very experimental staging of the vagina monologues, and half the sets attached to it will look and sound like an earthquake.
Perfect. We'll make it something about terraforming.
And I'll make up something about sabotage.
And then Aster can throw in a line about the world crumbling around them, and we've got our fucking Tony.
Oh, please.
Are you saying that you would like to destroy the set tonight for the big climax?
Okay, now.
No, we want to destroy the set every night for the big climax.
Grady, those seconds do explosion effects in Mars, bringer of war. Nobody will know the difference.
Yeah, that'll sell.
Alright, and then we close the show with the last scene I workshop for the old show.
1 minute's a curtain.
Alright guys, I don't think this will get us sued. Thank you, one.
Thank you, one.
Alright, do we have a green light?
I mean, I wouldn't go see it, but you're not breaking any laws.
Good enough.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a front row seat to this. Whatever.
You're gonna like it, I promise.
Grady, tell the Sanga still the following. A strong whoosh effect. The
Yep.
Star Trek teleporter noise at least 5 different types of explosions.
Got it.
There's just all this shit on the stage!
Make something up!
Wow.
I cannot believe that they bought what you said in the talkback about the lack of sci-fi costuming representing a yearning for the olden days.
They enjoyed it. I mean, I think they enjoyed it. Did they enjoy it, or was it just that free champagne?
Oh, I'm enjoying the free champagne. Hello, old friend.
Oh, God, you're a cheap date.
There she is! Hey, bring it in! Oh,
Do not go getting overly friendly with me, okay?
Okay.
Just because we pulled that off does not mean that the two of you did not just put me through a mountain of bullshit. However, despite the fact that that was one of the most stressful nights of my life, and I might hate you two right now, I am oddly happy you made me do that. Somewhere between my aneurysm and the curtain call, I realized why Josh is so insufferable. He refuses to not have fun out there. I mean, when did this stop being fun?
I don't know.
March 15th, 5 p.m.
I've been stuck this year. I think we all have. I think tonight was what we needed to get us out of that.
So, if you had to do it all over again, would you?
Oh, fuck no. You ever try to pull something like that again, I will never, ever work for South Shore again.
Ooh, but you would work for us again, wouldn't you?
Holly!
Oh no.
I have questions and comments!
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be here for this.
No, don't leave me with him!
Oh, sorry, you saved your ass enough for 1
I was hoping I would catch you guys before you ran off.
Tom, before you say anything, don't blame anyone else. I take full responsibility for the obstruction, the lack of communication, pretty much everything.
Holly?
Yeah?
You don't need to say anything else. It's okay.
It is.
I understand. It needs some work. You were afraid I wouldn't like the big changes, right? I mean, I would have never thought to move the Android reveal to Act 1.
Yeah.
It changes the whole dynamic. You must have known I wouldn't have reacted that well to all the changes. That's why you never got back to me!
That's right! I mean, we had no idea how you would respond to the bigger changes. Yeah, that's why we left it for a big surprise.
Well, I can't fully condone your actions. I understand they were probably necessary. See, I've just been awful about taking criticism lately. I just can't help but take it personally. But then, I saw all of those people in the audience out there, and you know, I just don't think they could believe what they were seeing.
You're not wrong!
Even that author-reviewer guy looked like he couldn't take his eyes off the stage. In fact, he came up to me after the show and congratulated me and said how happy he was to see my work up there and not his.
It's really nice for a reviewer.
Oh my God! You are so amazing out there!
Thank you!
I had never envisioned my dear Major like that. You made some really risky character choices. So bold, so complex. So
Buddy! Why don't you go have some champagne with Chadley?
oh yeah! They say it always tastes the best on opening night.
Yeah, okay, that's weird. No one says that. You're welcome.
Guys, can I ask a serious question?
Oh, dude, come on, don't kill the vibe.
What the hell did we just do?
I think we just made Tom's night by the looks of it.
No, but what did we actually do out there?
Something truly original.
But what happened?
Something I never thought we'd be able to pull off.
I think we just changed the course of theater history.
No, seriously, guys, I think I just blacked out for most of the second act. What the hell did we just do for the last 45 minutes?
I don't know, man, but something tells me we're gonna have to do it all again tomorrow night.